Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for The Walking Dead Comics issue 180. And I didn't realize until I went to go get it today that this is actually New World Order 6 of 6. We are at the end of New World Order, and after this, somehow or another, I guess because I've been so busy with so many other series, that I haven't looked at any of the covers beyond this one ahead of time, like the previews they put out. I haven't looked at any, so I'm really excited because not only do I not really know how this last part of New World Order is going to go, I don't have anything in the future sort of, they're not usually spoilery, but nothing spoiling me on things that might possibly happen. Like when we saw the soldiers and all that ahead of time, it got me really hyped. It didn't really particularly spoil anything, but it did let us know that something like that was coming. But I'm pretty excited that I don't have any knowledge of what could be coming in the future, though I believe it's probably just going to be more of dealing with the Commonwealth, obviously, and I'm not going to repeat myself on my thoughts of, oh, they shouldn't fight them like some big bad group or anything like we've seen a million times. It should be something new. You already know my thoughts. I've said it a million times, so I'm not going to harp on that too much. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what ends up happening with the last part of New World Order, but I think for the most part it's just going to be Pamela Milton, I believe that's the governor's name. It's just going to be her meeting Rick. I think that's probably going to be nearly what all of the issue's focus is going to be, because I think that Eugene will get there first and warn them, hey, they're coming. They'll all get ready and prepare. They'll meet each other at the gates. Rick will talk to Pamela Milton, come to some kind of understanding, maybe, or maybe will be, as they meet, they'll start talking and then we'll have a cliffhanger, and then next month we'll see the rest of the conversation. Or we could get through the conversation, they come to some sort of understanding, and the next volume, the next set of 6 issues will be something having to do with whatever living arrangement they all have now. But let's see where things go. Let's start reading. New World Order 6 of 6, 180, The Walking Dead, and I like this this issue cover here with all the soldiers and Rick standing in front of them. Alright, moving along. Alright, so we're starting with Michonne and Elodie here back at the Commonwealth. Lance, in here. Oh wow, this is nice. I hope you don't mind. I brought Elodie along. I didn't know why you wanted to meet here in your home. This isn't my home. It's yours. Wow, Michonne's getting the fancy digs. What? I told you we could use a lawyer with your talents. This is how we take care of our people. If you're going to practice law in the Commonwealth, this is the residence we will provide you. I agree to practice law and you just give me this place to live? Yes, that's exactly it. And we're seeing kind of the bad things here where it doesn't really matter how important your job is to them necessarily, or how much you've done to make money to buy a house for yourself. What matters is that they're just trying to be the old world. They're trying to, like, put the class system back the way it was as best they can, because they're just, instead of moving forward, they're trying their hardest to go back. I have to admit that is not the reaction I expected, he says. What's the problem, Mom? When something seems too good to be true, it usually is. Honestly, Lance, this feels too good to be true. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. You're just gonna have to hope that feeling fades with time. I can assure you, for whatever my word is worth to you, that this is true. When would I move in? Unless you packed a lot of bags I didn't see, you just did. And I was hoping you would ask, but you didn't. The vacant room on the first floor would be where we'd set up your law office. I'd recommend Elodie quit the bakery and start helping you set that up immediately, but we can easily assign other people if she'd rather stay there. Look, the rule of law is important to us. You're valuable. We have a few lawyers in the Commonwealth already, but not in your area of expertise. Well, says Elodie, and Michonne smiles. You better be smiling. The guest room is bigger than... All I can think is it would be really hell. It would be shit living there because of that glass ceiling. It would be so hot in there. You better be smiling. The guest room is bigger than my whole apartment. You have to keep it because I'm moving in, says Elodie. Alright. Again, this A, too good to be true stuff, and B, Michonne trying her hardest. Like, the Commonwealth story and Michonne's story are incredibly linked, where Michonne is also, instead of moving forward, she's giving up all of the stuff that she moved forward for, like Rick's group and everything. She's giving all that up to try to just go back and try to capture what things were before. And now we actually get to see Dwight and Laura. Is it too late? Too late for what, Dwight? Too late for us? I don't know. Probably not. I haven't gone and shacked up with anyone else these last few weeks. You come to your senses? I think so. It occurs to me that maybe, just maybe, the thing that made Sherry betray me and hurt me time and time again could be the same thing that made her confront Rick in a way that led to her death. You mean the fact that the bitch was crazy? Thank you, Laura. Laura's quickly becoming one of my favorite characters. And then he just looks at her quietly. Okay, too much. Far be it from me to speak ill of the dead, but she was fucking crazy. I have in the past had a tendency to really focus on the negative in a way that drives people away. That's why I always thought what happened between Sherry and I was my fault. But that wasn't it. I see that now. You already apologized to Rick then? That was my next stop. I thought it might go better if you came with me, he says. That's probably true. Wait, is at the gate. I think they're back. Oh crap. And they're not alone. This might not end well. And we have the carriage coming in. Help me gather up the army, just in case, says Dwight. You sure about that, says Laura. I'm sure Rick will thank me if we need it, and I don't think it's possible for him to be more angry with me if we don't. Yeah. So, again, I like Dwight. He's always been one of my favorite characters here. At least since he's been in the story, really. Wait here. I need to, I'll announce your arrival, says Eugene. Oh, so formal. I like it. We'll take in the view from here while you prepare this Rick Grimes for our introduction. Again, your leader's name being Grimes isn't exactly the way for her to think your place is less of a shithole. Rick Grimes for her introduction. When you tell him about the platoon that accompanied us, make sure you say they're a few hours behind us, but could arrive sooner. They sometimes move pretty quickly, but Mercer, Maxwell, and I are plenty vulnerable and ready to have a nice friendly chat. That was an impressive maneuver, pushing ahead, hoping we wouldn't realize. Oh, okay, thanks, says Eugene, walking away, and she's just smiling, waving at him. Does not seem trustworthy. Oh God, what... Rick's face. Oh God, what happened? Oh, the sword? She gave it to me. She stayed behind at the Commonwealth. That's what they call the place. She said the sword would prove how much she trusted them. Her daughter is living there. She's alive. They were reunited. What? Rick is like, what happened? What's going on? What did you get into? Michonne's daughter, Elodie. She's alive and well, living there at the Commonwealth. That's why Michonne stayed behind. How's that possible? Again, Rick making sense here. It's a seemingly mathematical impossibility, but equally amazing coincidence. Mathematical impossibility, but equally amazing coincidence. That's wonderful. Yes, it is. Their leader is waiting outside to meet with you. Now, tell me everything you can about them before I go out there. And now Rick walks out to meet them. We have Princess sitting on the horse out there with Magna and Yumiko. Again, Princess is a new character, but immediately one of my favorites. And now, Pamela sees him. I'm Rick Grimes. Pleased to meet you. Governor Pamela Milton of the Commonwealth. Governor? You're Rick Grimes? And Princess jumps off the horse. It's amazing to meet you. I've heard so much about you. You seem like you're totally awesome. Thank you. Princess. People call me Princess. Some of your soldiers are rather colorful. I was told she was one of yours, says Pamela. Oh, a new addition then. I met them on the way. I was in Pittsburgh. Freaking Princess. Princess, if you could please give us a moment. Oh, of course. Sorry. She's quite enthusiastic. I look forward to getting to know her. And you as well. I'm being told a lot of very promising and impressive things about your place, the Commonwealth. It's not mine. I've only been appointed to keep things running. I'm a steward more than anything. I didn't found the Commonwealth. I only improved on what was built before I arrived. I guess you could say I did the same here. I look forward to trading more stories. Yeah, I mean, in a way he improved it. In a way, a lot of the people that were there and stuff that was there before got destroyed and taken over by him. So, I mean, good and bad, good and bad. Well, I don't have any actual wars to speak of, thankfully. Wish I could say the same. Yeah, he's been through about 2 of them at least now. Oh? I'm told you have a small platoon of armored soldiers on their way here. I do. They travel with me for safety. Nothing to be alarmed over. If that's the case, then I'd appreciate it if you can send one of your men to meet them. There's a lookout station about a mile out. I'd prefer you stage them there for the duration of our talks. To be completely honest, I worry about the safety of the man I'd send to meet them. We don't allow our people to travel out alone, especially in unknown territory. I can assure you the area around Alexandria here is patrolled and generally safe. Your soldiers should be fine. Frankly, it looks like I may need all of my soldiers with me to ensure my safety. What? He says, looking back. If you think we're helpless or vulnerable in any way, you are mistaken, and Dwight has the army with him. And Rick is surprised. If this is meant to illustrate your capable military might, you should know it's achieving quite the opposite. Dwight, stand down now, and Rick is pissed. Dwight is the leader of our military. I apologize for his zeal. He's just trying to make sure we're safe here. In fact, I think he solves a problem. If his troops can accompany one of yours to meet up with your platoon and instruct them to remain at the staging area I proposed. Or his troops can accompany one of yours to meet. Okay. I added in an extra if there, I think. Yes, I suppose I could send Mercer off with them. Unless, of course, you're worried to send one man off with our army. No, I think he'll be fine. Mercer? Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to leave at once. I like Mercer a lot, too. Still don't know if he's going to end up being a shithead or not, but he seems cool so far. Laura, Heath, and Annie, you're with me. The rest stay here. Stay alert. Well, with that out of the way, care for the grand tour? I would expect nothing less. Lead the way. Honestly, Maxwell, I'll be fine. Frankly, I think I could take this one in a fight. You'd be surprised, says Rick. Maybe not as surprised as you. I will be cautious. And then, I said it before, back at the Commonwealth, but I don't trust this Maxwell guy. He seems sketchy as hell. Do you mind if I ask how you lost your hand? Well, funny you should ask. And they both walk off. A few years ago, we encountered a new group led by a man who called himself the Governor, and he seemed very friendly at first, until he cut off my hand to intimidate us. My God, I'm so sorry. That makes my title rather awkward. Please, you can call me Pamela and Pamela only. It's no trouble. I don't tell you that to make you uncomfortable. The thing is, I just want you to know the kind of people we've encountered, the kind of people we've dealt with. Partly so you understand Dwight's actions, so you don't misunderstand his caution for some kind of mistrust. But also so you know what you're up against. Got this. Intense. This got intense. Doesn't have to be. You'll get to know us. I'll get to know you. Maybe this works. Let me show you our mill. That's a remarkable setup you have, and the bread is delicious. It wasn't at first. It took a few months to get it right. Eugene figured this out, designed it, helped build it. He also fixed the radio that allowed us to find you. Seems to me he's a valuable asset. He is. Don't take this the wrong way, but this place is small by our standards, so his resources here seem limited. I'm very excited by what someone like Eugene might be able to do with our resources. As large as your community is, I'm surprised you need the kind of services Eugene can provide. Feels like you should have 5 Eugenes already. We're not without our own free thinkers, that's for sure, but in this world we find ourselves in, thinkers are something in high demand. I hear that. You absolutely have to have one of our apples here. Thank you. And then she takes a bite. This is amazing. The apples are definitely high on my list of favorite things here, says Rick. And where's your house? Mine's actually about 6 houses down that way. That one. You're just with everyone else. Your house is the same as theirs. Oh, Eugene told me about your community. Yes, my house is the same as everyone else's. My chores are the same, my work is the same, my rewards are the same. We're all equals here, says Rick. That doesn't make any sense. If you're their leader, people have to look up to you or this all comes crashing down. They need to aspire to your level. I suppose so. But people look up to me because of what I've done and what I continue to do, not because of what I did or what I have. What about your status before all this? You don't think you earned a right to live at a similar level now? I was a small-town cop. My house was actually smaller than this. And whatever status we established in the life before died with that life. We earn a new place in a new world now. And see, I like this, because Pamela and her people are trying to go back to how things were before and all that, whereas Rick and his people have moved on and understand that what happened before doesn't really matter that much. I don't want to offend you, Pamela, but I don't quite understand how it is things work in the Commonwealth. From what I heard, if you had a nice job in a nice house before, you're assigned the same? People are okay with that? People are okay with things being fair, yes. I take it you have a problem with it? Don't know that I'd describe it as fair. People need a ladder. They need something to work towards. Maybe you don't have enough people, but that mobility is important. And even if the mobility isn't possible for everyone, it still keeps the world spinning, so to speak. I kind of feel like Mercer would side with Rick and betray her to help Rick. But I kind of also don't want this to be another thing where Rick tears the Commonwealth apart only to rebuild it in his image, because we've kind of seen that before with Alexandria. Either way, our working class forms the strong foundation of the Commonwealth. You can't build anything without a strong foundation. Why build anything on the foundation at all? Why ruin it by burdening it with supporting others? That's the world order. Always has been. Then, maybe we need a new world... They said the title. Maybe we need a new world order. And that's where we're going to end, isn't it? Saying the title. Maybe we need a new world order. And she looks somewhat indignant. And that's where it ends, of course. I honestly, though, kind of think that Mercer and the army could betray Pamela here. What if they did it, like, actually here? They actually betray Pamela while they're out, and she's kind of defenseless, really. Because we know that the army, just like Dwight said, his army would stand behind him instead of Rick. Mercer and the army might stand behind him instead of Pamela. Maybe. We don't really know, but I get that kind of feeling from what the guy we saw earlier, I think his name was George, was saying. So yeah. Not sure how this is going to go in the future, but I'm pretty excited for it all. And that's it for this issue. The review will be up in a day or two, depending on when I can get it done or when I feel like getting it done compared to getting other things done. But yeah, review will be up when it's up. Either way, like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this issue, what you thought of my thoughts on it. I just don't want to ramble anymore, because I feel like I need to read it again and collect my thoughts before I can give actual decent commentary on it. Subscribe for more Walking Dead, comics, possibly TV show when it comes back for next season, but I'm beginning to doubt myself on covering the TV show anymore. But comics for sure. Every single month we have a live reaction and a review. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk with me or more of us there, then just ask and I can give you a link to that. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.